Hello, my name's Jim, and I've got a story for you today, folks. The afterlife, it's like a parallel universe to our world that we share together. There's aggressive people, there's passive people, some are travelers, some are stationary. They talk about their plans in the afterlife. We hear them on the recorders talk about their responsibilities. Some talk about food, and some talk about drinking. That's where I'm going today. St. Patty's Day 2021. It started the first time we heard about it, Colleen and I, in Forgedale. It was one of the first places we spent a lot of time, almost a year every week. And at one point in that mess, this is after I brought pizza for Pizza Girl. I talked about that in an earlier video. A young girl was always asking for pizza, and eventually I remembered to take it for her. She never asked again. She didn't eat it. It was still on the kitchen counter when we were wrapping up, but it seemed to satisfy her. Not long after that, I suppose I asked, "Is there anything I can bring?" And we record two men. The first one says, "Bring booze." And the guy right next to him says, "Yep." So we do. We take a bottle of liquor, I don't know, a bottle of Jameson or whatever, and with shot glasses, and we pour out two shots on the counter, and we just leave it there and walk away. We march around the house doing what we used to do, hoping when we got back to the kitchen that those shot glasses would be empty. No, they didn't physically drink it, but they didn't ask for it again. There's something about that the correlation, that it's there. They're happy with it being right there. It takes the edge off, I guess. In Hilbert, we recorded two men speaking together. First guy says, "Roger." Roger says, "What's up?" And that first guy goes, "I've got beer." You just keep going. Our friend Nancy, who spent a lot of time with us in the early years, she had rented a real cute little place over on the other side of Pennsburg, Pennsylvania. And of course, we take the recorders just to see what's going on in that little house. And we record two women. The one woman says, "Coming to drink the last wine?" And an older woman is recorded responding, "What price is your wine?" I don't know, man. I don't know. But here we have Colleen now. Colleen's in her house. This is after our father died. She asked, "How's he doing? How's our old man doing?" And a man responds, "I want to drink with him." Soon, Colleen's daughter, Cece, she's doing a study in the house. A woman tells somebody, "Drink his beer." She's probably defending her own beer, fending off the drunks. There was a point that I was down here in Panama, but my mother was making a New Year's Day meal. And it was early on New Year's Day. She pulled a roast, and she has it out on the counter to start to come up to room temperature a little bit. She's on the phone with our other sister, Carla, and out of nowhere, the roast, it falls on the floor. It just slid off a flat counter onto the floor. It was really curious. And Colleen and I dove into it with the recorders, asking about it. We discover that our father had something to do with that from the afterlife. And a fella responds about that situation, calling it a drunken foray. He's still over there causing trouble. At another point, another study in Colleen's house, we hear a man telling somebody to drink that beer. Can't have any waste. Another man says at one point, I need a beer. Two men are speaking together. There's drink here. And his buddy responds, John's pouring it. Always handy to have a bartender. And at one point again, a man tells somebody to pass the bottle that's going by. Here in this house, in Volcancito, we hear a young man ask, how about we drink some beers? And at another point, a man says, I'll drink with Finnegan. Is he gonna be drinking with me? Somebody in the afterlife? So hard to say. There's so many Finnegans in here. Jobs in the afterlife. A man says to somebody, I feel threatened here. And a woman responds to him curiously, I know never to drink on the job. Is she berating him? Is she pointing out his fallacy? When we end these studies, generally we hear people leaving. They're saying goodbye to each other. They're stating where they're going. Most of them say they're going home. Where's home in the afterlife? But they've been drinking. And we record a man at one point at the end of a study saying, I still need a drink. He wants to grab a quick one before he leaves. So there's hope. Ladies and gentlemen, there's hope. I give you a toast on Paddy's Day. Enjoy the drink. Don't drive. Moderate. And subscribe to this channel, my friends. I need the help. Take care of yourselves. Talk to you soon.